welcome to Truckee Talks. I'm your host, Maia Schneider, and no, I'm not campaigning for anything. I'm wearing this hat to remind you that the 4th of July is coming, and on today's show, we're talking about 4th of July activities as well as summer activities offered through the Recreation and Park District. On this segment of the show, it's my great honor to introduce all of you to the hardworking 4th of July fairies that make it all happen. And we'll start off with Steve Randall, who's the director of the Park and Rec, and Steve is going to be talking about West End Beach and the return of the fireworks. But before we go to Steve, we're going to start off with Pattie and Hartley Lesser. A pleasure to have both of you on the show. Well, people don't understand how much work you two put in, but you've been managing the 4th of July parade for how many years now?
This is the 4th year that we've managed the parade for the town of Truckee.
We are excited about that. You guys have done a great job.
Thank you.
It's easy thanks to the town.
We appreciate you inviting us onto the show tonight.
Yes.
Well, tell us about the 4th of July parade.
Well, it's basically our way of giving back to the town we love, and it's a great way to celebrate our nation's independence.
Yes.
And we would like folk to realize that the deadline for application to the parade has been extended. It was yesterday, but we'd like to extend it out so that other folk can join in the parade and have some fun. So if they would call the Chamber of Commerce at 587-2757 and get their application in right away, they could still have time to enter the parade activities.
And what's the date for that deadline in case the...
Let's put it this way, if they do it within the next week, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay, and this show will start airing on the 8th, if I have my dates correctly, so that should work.
It should.
Okay.
We let
Yeah.
some squeak in at the very last minute.
Now, can we count on the regulars? Will the Bernese Mountain Dogs be back?
Glad
Yeah, in
you're
fact, Pattie is going to cover some of the entrance after I get through with my
Okay,
spiel.
all right, I'll let you go back to your spiel.
We still need volunteers, believe it or not.
I believe it.
They're needed for crowd control. Basically, they would work with the police department in making sure that traffic is routed correctly to help the officers there, to ensure that the crowds stay back from the parade route so we don't have any children or animals getting excited by seeing the floats and running out and getting hurt.
Sure.
Make sure people get back. Plus, the night before the parade starts, Pattie and I would sure appreciate some help at the Sierra Middle School, chalking
out the spaces.
You got it. Bring kneelers. It's really tough on the knees, so that would be most helpful and appreciated.
Okay, so you need volunteers the night before, which will be the 3rd. The 4th of July parade actually does happen on the 4th.
Absolutely, on Wednesday.
Okay.
And if I could give our telephone number for those that would like to contact us regarding volunteering,
Please.
it's 582-0999. Pretty easy to remember.
Okay, 582-0999 if you want to volunteer for 4th of July or the day before to help set up.
Correct. Yes,
please.
Or call the Chamber of Commerce, 587-2757 if you would like an application to be in the 4th of
Correct.
July parade. Now, you're making me a little nervous because somebody mentioned to me that they were going to try to pull together the former boyfriends of Maia Club and have that be an entrance in the parade, and I'd hate to see that happen. so-
Unfortunately, we couldn't get Truckee Tahoe Lumber to donate a truck for it.
Okay, thanks, Hartley.
We have also a request that if you have children or animals in your parade entry, please bring water. You never know what the weather's going to be like on the 4th, and if it's humid or hot, you want to be sure you're able to hydrate everybody who's in the parade so we don't go around picking up fainted folk
Sure.
during the parade itself.
Sure.
And if you are having animals like horses or dogs, please, we beg you, bring a cleanup committee with you.
Bring a scooper.
We don't need the Sierra Middle School loaded with
That.
or the parade route, so that would be very helpful. If you're in the parade, please bring a bag of wrapped hard candy to the assembly grounds at the Sierra Middle School. These are given out to the children along the parade route, and then every entrance in the parade usually brings a bag of candy, so we would appreciate that being done as well.
Okay.
Let's see here. Also, Truckee Tahoe Lumber has once again donated their truck for the judges' reviewing stand that'll be by the train station. Really appreciate Steve Stevenson for doing that again this year. That's the 4th year. And Pattie and I would also like to beg, if possible, this year, for the 4th year in a row, we have the Sierra Highlanders Pipers Band going to appear. They'll be following the color guard. And this is a $500 expense, and we personally have paid that for the past few years, and we would appreciate any service club that might be interested in helping us to offset this expense.
Now, you two have personally paid for that?
Yes,
see.
yeah.
Okay, that's a criminal offense, and I want to see some volunteers in the audience coming out with some money for that. That is
would really
fabulous
be
that you've
helpful.
done that. That
Bradley
would be great.
Taylor and his group are wonderful.
Oh, they're a wonderful piper band. If you've attended the parade, you've seen them
The
before.
parade's great.
You know.
Okay.
Now, Pattie.
Pattie?
Well, Hartley thought of the theme this year, which is great. It's Truckee, a sports paradise, and then we're so fortunate because keeping with that theme, Darren Rolfs is going to be the Grand Marshal. And Darren, if you don't know who he is the first American to ever win a European men's GS, and we're so proud of him. And then,
If you don't know who he is, you shouldn't be anywhere
That's
around
right.
here for 4th of July.
That's exactly right. In fact, Darren has spent a lot of his life here. I got some history of him, and he learned to ski here when he was just 3 years old, and he raced on the Alpine Meadows team and then the Squaw Valley. He went to North Tahoe Junior High and Squaw Valley Academy, so he is very definitely a local. And last year alone, he took 5th in downhill at the World Champs and 3rd in Kitzbühel downhill. And he also won 2 World Cup downhill wins in 2000, and he is a 4-time national champ. So thanks a lot, Darren, for finding time in your very difficult schedule to take part in the parade. And driving the car that will have Darren in it is Harry Morgan of Lake Tahoe.
Yay!
Lake
In his
Tahoe
hot red
Mortgage,
little Porsche.
in his 1957 red convertible Porsche Speedster. And Hartley and I, when we took over the parade, decided that we wanted to have trophies and plaques given out to winners. And again, this year, Etched in Stone will be good enough to provide the beautiful trophies. And in case you're interested in what some of the entrants are, I have a little list here.
Just, if you could,
Okay.
just keep it to the highlights.
Okay, we've got the Bernese Mountain Dogs, and we have the Reno Corvettes and North Star Fire Department with a new truck, and the Truckee Veterans of Foreign War will have a World War II restored Jeep, a 1.25-ton Army truck, and a mechanized Army mule.
Well, I wonder if we need the cleanup.
You'd be cleaning up nuts and bolts.
There you go. And then we have the Tahoe Donner Nine Holers, which is a group of very lively women that are good at dancing and putting together a nice show for us.
Well, it sounds like the 4th of July parade is going to be great.
It is.
I'm going to stop you for a minute here.
Sure.
I just want to put in a plug for Channel 6. We're going to be down at the grandstands in the 4th of July parade, and we'll be taping the parade and airing it that night.
Oh, wonderful.
So for anybody that has to miss it, and you don't want to miss it, you really want to watch this parade live. But if you have to miss it, you'll be able to see it on Channel 6
That's
later on. So
great.
we're looking forward to fun with that. Hartley, Pattie, I can't thank you enough. It's so great that you guys have put in so many years on this parade, and I know it's a lot of work. I've done it in the
a lot of
past.
fun,
So
too.
congratulations, thank you. I know it's going to be a great parade.
Thank you.
Steve, Randall, you have brought the fireworks back to Truckee?
Yeah.
Does that make you the king of the 4th of July right now?
No, I don't know about that. I would say Parks and Rec has brought back the fireworks to Truckee. And this year it's going to be back at the West End Beach after a 3-year hiatus. It will be a Truckee residents and homeowners only event. So in order to get into the beach, you will have to be a resident or a property owner of the district. At this point in time, we've sold about 600 tickets. We're expecting probably 3,000 people to come out to the event. It'll be like it used to be in the old days, with bands playing throughout the day, games for the kids, and cheap food. I've got the Truckee Rotary Club is going to sell the food at the beach as a community service. And as an example, a hot dog, a soda, and chips for $1.
Wow.
You know, you can't beat
You
those
can't
kind
beat
of, you know,
that.
that's old-fashioned prices. And so we want this to be back for the people of Truckee. It's not to say the people in Truckee that don't live in Truckee can't watch the fireworks, they just can't come to the beach. It's strictly for the people of Truckee to come to the beach.
So if they want to attend the fireworks at West End Beach, Steve, they need to buy their tickets ahead of
Right.
time.
We are selling tickets at the community center, and they're $3 a person, as cheap as can be. Come in, show your local ID, and buy your tickets.
Okay, so the fireworks are back.
That's
And
awesome.
that'll again
That's
be
wonderful.
on the 4th of July.
They will be on the 4th of July,
Okay.
starting about 9:30. One thing I'd like to note is that they are being sponsored by East West Properties, and which was a great thing, so that made it a lot easier. We didn't have to do lots of the fundraising we've had to do in the past.
That's great. East West has certainly turned out to be a great neighbor for this community, and their association with North Star is not surprising in that regard. Just one more supporting event for them. Anything else on 4th of July, Steve?
I think, yeah, we'll be having 5 bands. Some of the bands that will be out there, all the bands are local. Like I said, so there's a local connection to everybody. We've got Deja Vu, and we've got the POS band, Skinny White Samoans, the Bystanders, and Joe Mama. The beach will open at 9 o'clock, so if people want to come out, put their blankets, get their spot, they can come at 9, go back, watch the parade, and then all the activities at the beach will start about 12:30 with the annual egg toss, and then we'll do the tug of war, and music will then start at 1:30, and we've got hula hoop contests and three-legged races and sack
toss
races and the whole thing. So it's going to be an old-fashioned 4th of July, just like we remember about 10 years ago.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Leave your beer at home and bring the family.
Right.
And
The other thing is there will be no alcohol sales at the beach. People will be allowed to bring their own alcohol in, no bottles, no glass, and let's just have a great fun day.
let's make it a family event.
Exactly.
Also worth mentioning that Tahoe Forest Hospital is doing their Firecracker Mile. That's the marathon. It's a 1-mile race. And you can contact the hospital, the Wellness Center, for more information on that. Thank you, Hartley and Pattie Lesser. Thank you,
Thank you,
Steve
Maia.
Randall.
Thank you.
That's all the information on 4th of July activities. And then coming up in the rest of the show, we'll be talking about different activities that the Recreation and Park District is offering all summer long. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to the show. We're talking about recreation and park activities this summer, and on this segment of the show, it's my pleasure to introduce Angela Tenorio. Angela, nice to have you here.
Thank you.
And welcome back, Shauna Nelson, and I should say Shauna and a half Nelson. It's great to have both of you here on the show. For this segment of the show, we really want to focus on what recreation and park programs are available for youths and summer day camps and after-school programs. Angela, let's start with you. What's shaking with Rec and Park?
We're going to have a number of camps. We're going to have volleyball camps, basketball camps for boys and girls, football camps, baseball and girls softball camps this summer. Those will be specialty camps, and we are also going to have camps available weekly where we'll be doing different events daily. We'll be going soccer, miniature golfing, just a various number of hiking, camping, different things like that, and that'll be on a weekly basis. We also have classes for golf starting this month, June, July, and August. We've got 3 sessions going this for that camp.
And what ages is that?
Those ages are from 6 to 10 for a beginner class, from 10 to 15 for an intermediate class, and those signups are being taken right now.
Is there a 30 and over beginner golf class?
Actually, that possibly could happen. Yes. We're also going to have a junior triathlon for the first time this year. That'll be ages 7 through 17. That'll be at West End Beach. That event will be swimming, biking, and running. So hopefully we'll get a number of people out there. We have a number of volunteers. The community is going to be helping out quite a bit. It'll be a safe event, and with the triathlons that we have at West End Beach for the adults, the kids will actually, be able to learn and prosper from that event. So.
Angela, what's the date for that triathlon?
It's July 28th, and it'll be starting at 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay. And we'll be running that program with the aquatics coordinator for this summer. So that'll be a good event for everybody.
Great.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun. Shauna, what's going on in your land?
Well, I have primarily 3 summer camp programs for kids ages 3.5 through about 6th grade. I have Summer in the Park, which is the one everybody's most familiar with, out of Regional Park. It runs 7:15 to 6 every day, Monday through Friday. We do different events. We have different themes scheduled for the weeks during that. Some of those would be like, we have a Survivor week.
Survivor at Regional Park.
Well, stay modern, we're hip. So we have that, we have Mystery Week, Pet Week, let's see, Western Roundup, Beach Party Week, different kinds of themes.
And what ages are these, Shauna?
That's for elementary age kids, so it would be entering 1st grade through 5th or 6th. We do take 6th graders on a space available basis.
Okay.
And then we'll have special events at that. Every Friday there'll be some sort of special event at the park with regard to the theme. On every week, the campers will go to the beach, and every week they'll take a field trip somewhere like Boomtown or Wild Waters in Reno or different places around the area.
Lots going on for the younger set through Rec and Park.
Yeah,
Lots of
they
stuff.
keep very busy. So
In our next segment, we're going to be talking about teen programs, among others, so we don't want you to think we're ignoring the teens. We're focusing on the younger set in this segment of the show. One thing we should show, this came out in the mail. Most everybody, you should have received it by now. This is your catalog of activities, the spring and summer activity guide from the Truckee-Donner Recreation and Park District. And this is something you want to keep an eye on. Again, it should have arrived in your mail, but it's also available at the Recreation and Park District Community Center down on Church Street. A lot of the information we're discussing on today's show can be found in this catalog, but if you don't find it here, you can always contact the Recreation and Park District.
Right.
All right. Angelo, anything else? You have a whole list of things going on there.
I have tons of stuff going on, but that's...
What are some of your favorite programs?
I love basketball, so anybody who knows me and is involved with me, they know that basketball is one of the things I love to do the most, and hopefully I can create enough stuff for the kids, both boys and girls. So.
Excitement for all of them.
Oh, yes.
Shauna, how about you? What's some of your favorite things?
Oh, boy. My favorite thing is getting to spend time in all the different programs. So I'm lucky.
That was the safe answer.
Yeah. But I have a preschool program this year that's going to be a little bit different than it was. It has been in past years. It's summer camp / preschool, so we're trying to kind of continue what we do during the school year in the summer and add a little bit longer day, a little bit more of a camp atmosphere where we'll go to the beach one day and go to the park one day, but kind of be consistent with the enrichment activities that go on throughout the school year. So that's for 3.5 to 5-year-olds, pre-K. And then the other program that we have is an after summer school program, and that will be run actually at the activity center. And that's for the kids that attend summer school. So it's a half-day program. It starts around 12:30 when they're out of summer school, and it runs until 6. And that runs only during the weeks and days of summer school. And then after that, we go to Summer in the Park, which I talked about earlier.
A lot of activities for kids, a lot of programs being run by the Recreation and Park District. If you're wondering what you're going to be doing with your kids this summer, don't be shy about calling Rec and Park. 582-7720?
Yes.
That's really embarrassing that I have that memorized. That's from calling Steve Randall too much. All right, Shauna, thank you. Angelo, thank you both very much for being on the show. When we come back, we're going to be talking about some of the wet activities, the pool activities and beach activities, as well as teen activities. So stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to the show. We're talking about recreation and park updates for the summer, and on this segment of the show we brought back Steve Randall. Steve, nice to have you here. We have Gary Swietansky, who's the teen coordinator for Rec and Park. Gary, nice to have you on the show.
Thank you.
And Sean Vaughn, who is one of the head lifeguards for Rec and Park. Sean, nice to have you on the show.
Thank you.
All right, well, gentlemen, let's start with you. Sean, let's start with you. What's going on in the water this year?
Well, we have actually a bunch of stuff going on in the water. First, we have our summer swim lessons, and that is our lower ages, usually ages 4 to 5, and that's our parent and child, and they get in the water with each other, and the parent gets in the water with the child, and then they start off just getting comfortable with the water, and then the groups just go up through the ranks all the way up to swim lessons. And swim lessons are just going back and forth and working on the front crawl, back crawl, and all kinds of stuff, just having all kinds of fun.
And this all takes place at the pool by the high school?
The Truckee pool right behind the high school.
Okay, great, good. And what about exercise programs? There's pool exercise programs are pretty popular now.
Actually, we do have exercise program, Aqua Motion, which is from 10:30 to 11:30, and it is a low-impact class, which the instructor is Monica Brooks, and she is great. She's great. There's music, and she's very enthusiastic with all the guys, and it's just they have fun.
That's great.
They have so much fun, and they work. It's more of a getting the muscles in tune with the body and all kinds of stuff. And we also have a higher impact, which is called Waterworks, and that's from 9:15 to 10:15, and it's more movement, faster music, faster movement, and it's more for somebody who has less stress on their body.
Okay, all right. And again, working out in the water is a great way to sort of keep it easy on your joints, but still give you a lot of resistance.
Absolutely.
Depending on the type of exercise you're doing. We're going to come back to you in a minute, but I want to get with Gary and hear what's going on with teens.
Teens they're a fun group to work with, so we're having a good time with them, as we all know. And what we're doing is we have our 2 camps that I'll be running this summer. We have the Camp Radical, and we're running that Monday through Thursday. And basically what we'll be doing with those days, we'll be doing anywhere from ice skating to roller skating to doing some hikes up on the Pacific Crest Trail up on Donner Peak. We'll take them out to Sand Harbor on Lake Tahoe to Deal State Park there. They love the DL State Park because there's a rock that they really enjoyed last year that they were able to jump off of and into the water.
Oh, Deal Bliss is beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see to the bottom of the lake, and they really enjoy it. And that's going really well. So if you need to sign up for Camp Radical, I suggest you get into the community center and sign up.
And Gary, we're talking teens, so we're talking 13.
We're going from 6th grade, so 11, through 10th grade. Once in a while I'll get the 11th and 12th graders, but they're too cool. They have their driver's license, so they're not hanging with me. So
They're off doing
they're off doing their
So you
own
get
thing.
them pre-cool.
Right, I get the pre-cool. So it's and then so that's the Monday through Thursday camp, and then we have the Friday camp, which is the Camp Extreme, and that's when we go big and we go to we'll do paintball up at Homewood Battlefield Mountain up on top, which the guys really like. I'll get a few girls out there, and they're strong
The
and they enjoy it.
diehards,
Oh, the
yeah.
diehards, they love
Yeah.
it. They want to pick on their brothers, so that's why they go. And then we'll go to Great America, we'll go to Marine World, we'll go to Manteca Water Slides, Wild Island Park, so we get to do a lot of fun stuff in the water, and it's great. I have a great staff. I'll be having Nancy Seaborg back and Danielle Johnson, and we'll also have Mackenzie Harrison help me out this year, so it'll be a fun group, and we're looking forward to having a bunch of kids with us this summer.
So it sounds like a full-on menu of things going on for teens.
Plenty to do.
That's great.
Keeping them busy,
That's-
tiring them out so they sleep good.
That's right. And the folks at home are going, yes,
Yeah, exactly.
thank you. Sean, tell us a little bit about lifeguard training. You're a lifeguard. You're one of the head lifeguards. How did you get there, and what kind of training are you providing for other lifeguards?
How did I get there? Let's see.
Thumbnail sketch.
Make a long story short, came from Texas, been a water ski instructor all my life, started the head lifeguard program out at some lake out there, and started getting huge. Been doing it for 5 years, moved here, and all of a sudden, with hard work, and got promoted all the way up to head lifeguard, I guess.
Did you get to wear a crown and everything? or-
No.
No, okay, all right.
No crowns.
All right.
So we have the junior lifeguard program, and this is an awesome program for kids. Right now, it's full. We have 40 kids, but we are really trying to push for more kids. We really want you guys to come out and learn about safety. We really want you guys to come out and learn about your bodies and just all kinds of stuff. What if you're out with your buddies at the lake and
Sure.
there's no parents, and one of your buddies gets caught in trouble? What are you going to do?
Yeah, it sounds like great training for kids to have if they're going to be spending any time in the water.
It's July 30th
Okay.
through August 3rd. It's Monday through Friday. It is 7:45 to 5:15 during the day. We go all kinds of places. We'll go to West End Beach. We'll go to the pool. We'll go to Tahoe City. We'll go to Sand Harbor. We'll go to Wild Island. We'll go all kinds of places. And it's not so much CPR. It's not so much first aid. We're gonna have fun, and that's the main thing, is
That's
having
great.
fun out there.
That's great.
Yeah.
Gary, bouncing back to you, the Teen Center. That's a new thing, the Activity Center?
The activity center is going well. We're averaging anywhere from 30 to 40 kids a day there, and we provide them with a atmosphere where they can come in and watch some new release movies. We can play pool with them, foosball, ping pong, that type of atmosphere, and it's supervised with 2 to 3 staff. And we get a lot of the regular kids that are coming in there on a regular basis, and it's all free of charge. So, it's a great opportunity for parents to have a spot where they can pick up their kids after work. So
And
we're
where
there
teams
until
can meet each
7
other.
usually on the average,
Great.
Monday through Friday.
Great, Gary,
Yeah,
thanks. Sounds
it's
like a
going well.
lot of good programs.
Definitely.
Thank you both. Steve, does this mean we're going to have an over 40 paintball session this year?
Just for you, we'll have one.
Yeah, well, I'm not over 40 yet, but thanks
You're
anyway.
close enough. You'd probably be the only one there. We've talked a little bit about the kids' programs, the teen programs, but we also have a myriad of events and activities for families and adults. So let's not forget the adults. We've got adult softball going on right now for men's, women's. We've got co-ed leagues going on. Volleyball leagues will be starting shortly. In August, there'll be co-ed soccer starting. That's a program we started about 3 years ago and has been highly successful. We pick up probably 4 or 5 new teams every year. That's been going very well. We've got a myriad of classes for adults, from sports classes like tennis, cooking type classes, exercise classes. Those are all going on all the time too. One of our most popular things that we do during the summer is our summer music series, which will be starting on Wednesday, June 20th, and that's at the amphitheater. It's probably 90% local people coming out there. It's a great way to bring your family, have a picnic, and just have a lot of fun listening to music. The kids run around, people are out there sharing their picnic dinners, and usually, a lot of local music. The music is diversified one week. We might have rock and roll the next week, country western, we might have jazz. So that schedule will be coming out this week sometime. So look in the mail. It's something you can keep up and list all the bands that we're having each week. One of the other things we have are we have pay concerts at the amphitheater, and there's reggae shows and there's some jazz shows.
Some great shows that go on
and that
out there.
type of thing. So if you want a higher quality of music, that's there for you too.
The Wednesday night concerts are really a ton of fun, and as you say, it's a locals event. I don't know anybody who doesn't put that card on their refrigerator with the schedule, and this is a plug for my crew that, gee guys, if you want to switch shooting nights from Wednesday nights to Tuesday nights, that would work for me this summer. And just a quick comment, it's been great having all of you here from the Rec and Park District. For the size of community we have, we don't deserve the kind of services we get, and I really commend you for everything that you put
thank you.
together. So thank you for that. A lot going on this summer. You can contact the Recreation and Park District by calling 582-7720. Ask for Steve personally. I'm sure he'll help you out. Or you can look for your catalog in the mail or again at the Community Center down on Church Street. We'll see you at the 4th of July Parade. Thanks for joining us here on Truckee Talks, and we'll see you next time.